Do you know about the Holy Week? I will tell you. Holy Week in the Catholic Church is the week between Palm Sunday and Easter Sunday. It is observed with special solemnity as a time of devotion to the Passion of Jesus Christ. It is called the Great Week because great deeds were done by God during this week. Let us follow the story. Holy Week begins with Palm Sunday, when Catholics celebrate the triumphal entry of Jesus Christ into Jerusalem, where he was greeted with crowds waving palm branches and crying, "Hosanna! Blessed is the one who comes in the name of the Lord. Blessed is the coming kingdom of our ancestor David. Hosanna in the highest heaven." Mark 11, 9-10. The Easter Triduum or Paschal Triduum means 3 days before Easter. These 3 days are the holiest days in the worship of the Catholic Church, and that makes the Holy Week holy. Without these 3 days, there will be no Easter and no Catholic Church. These days are Holy Thursday, Good Friday, and Holy Saturday. The Holy Mass begins on Thursday and ends with the joy of the resurrection on Holy Saturday night, which is the Easter Vigil. Let us look at each of the days. Maundy Thursday, also called Holy Thursday, commemorates the Last Supper of Jesus with his apostles. There are 3 main celebrations on this day. The Chrism Mass, where each diocese celebrates her unity with the chief shepherd, the bishop. The priests renew their priestly promises to their bishop. A diocese without a bishop cannot celebrate the Chrism Mass, because that diocese is like sheep without a shepherd. Therefore, the bishop stands as the unity of a diocese. Another celebration is the institution of the Holy Eucharist. Jesus instituted the Holy Eucharist as the high priest and offered himself as the lamb of sacrifice in form of bread and wine. Another celebration is the washing of the apostles' feet. This is very significant because in the act of washing of the feet, Jesus demonstrates the leadership of the Church, which is of servant leadership and humility. Also, on this day Jesus was arrested after the betrayal by Judas. This is why the altar is stripped bare, because Jesus is missing. Just like he commanded his apostles to stay awake and pray, so also, all Catholics are encouraged to remain vigilant in prayer until Jesus is seen again. The Mass is usually not ended on this day. That is, the priest does not ask the congregation to go in peace, but all walk quietly and prayerfully to the altar of repose. Good Friday commemorates the Passion and death of Christ. After Jesus was arrested on Holy Thursday, he vanished and appeared again on Good Friday before Pilate and the chief priests. On this day, Catholic communities are encouraged to act the Passion of Christ, or at least the way of the cross. After the Passion, which is to be done before 3 p.m., the Good Friday service begins. What is celebrated on Good Friday is not a Holy Mass, but a communion service. This is because it is a continuation of the celebration of Holy Thursday. The priest processes quietly, without songs, to the front of the altar, which represents Christ, who was stripped of his clothes, and prostrates. This signifies the Church of God in total surrender and radical humility. The Passion narrative and the veneration of the cross are the spotlights for the Good Friday celebration. At the end of the service, without any form of dismissal, the priest recesses in silence. All are expected to go home quietly, reflecting on God's love manifested in Christ. Holy Saturday commemorates the vigil of Christ's resurrection. The Holy Saturday celebration is usually done at night, and no other sacrament is to come before the celebration. The activities of Holy Saturday include the service of light, celebrating Christ as the light that defeats darkness, both in the light of the Easter candle and the singing of the Exultet. In the liturgy of the Word, we see God's master plan for man's redemption, from Genesis to Revelation. Baptism and other sacraments are to be celebrated if there are candidates. In this celebration, the bell is rang loudly, Gloria is sung, and Catholics renew their baptismal promises. It is usually a joyful night of celebration. If you are a proud Catholic, please follow us at The Catholic Voice. Like, share, and comment your thoughts.